Hi YouTube, Natalie here, and today I'm going to show you all how I achieve my curly afro. But first, let me show you all my Barbara Bixby items. I am wearing this Ohm pendant. Love this pendant. It has excellent craftsmanship, which is divine. You can also see the gold leaf, which is her signature, and the lotus flower right here. Love this. I am also wearing the lotus earrings. They have like a purplish tone to it. You can see the gold leaf in there too. Other side. I love Barbara Bixby jewelry. But now let's get to the hair. As you guys can see, I am continuing to let my afro grow out. I'm very pleased with the growth. It's growing nicely. Let me just go ahead and pick it out for you guys and show you all what's going on here. Now, I've yet to wear my afro out like this just because when I decided to go ahead and do my TWA, I kind of like just chopped it all off, and so now it's growing back, but some parts are uneven, and that's probably the result of not getting it professionally done. So I definitely would recommend getting it professionally done. But let me go ahead and show you all the products that I'm going to use to create my curly afro. Here is the dupe of the Win products. It's called Ren. Isn't that funny? But surprisingly, this product works amazingly well in my hair. I pair it with the Eco Styler gel, the crystal kind, and together they don't create a residue. And you know how some conditioners will create this white stuff in your hair when you're trying to mix it, but this is perfect for if you don't want that, and no one wants that. But basically what I do to use this daily is I use it as my moisturizer. And so what it does is it softens my hair before I get ready to style it, which is awesome. Because if you're anything like me, when I sleep at night, somehow, I don't know what happens, but when I wake up, some pieces do feel a little rough. You know, it's like, what's going on? And so sometimes what I'll do is I'll wet my hair before I, get my clothes on and everything. And before I put my makeup on, I'll wet my hair. I'll put some of this in my hair. I'll put my plastic cap over my head and go ahead and get dressed. And while I'm getting dressed, the conditioner is doing its magic in my hair. And so I love that. I'm not going to do that today for the sake of time, but let me show you how I'm going to begin. So, unlike my last video, I wet my hair just by taking my hands and wetting my hair. Well, now, since my hair is a little bit longer, I'm going to just put my whole head underwater. So give me 1 second, I'm going to do that. Okay. So it looks like I have to go back in for another dunk because I want my hair to be completely wet. So I'm going to do that again. Okay, I am so sorry that I don't have any editing skills. Otherwise, I'd probably go ahead and edit that right out. But as you can see, I did go ahead and dunk my head under the water. And I already have some of this in because I actually just got it from church and I just picked out my hair so I could show you guys how I do my curly afro. That's why you see some of the white stuff already there. But, since it is like a moisturizer, I could add more or I can just go with what I have. I think I'm just going to go with what I have. So you guys can see it's already starting to curl up. Here it's still a little bit wet, so I'm going to go back in for one more dunk. I'm sorry. Okay, so now I think I'm satisfied. And all I'm doing, I don't know if you guys can see that, I'm just making sure I get a lot of the excess water out. You guys probably can't see that. But okay, here we go. And so now, I've got my hair completely wet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a little bit of the Red Moisturizer, just out of habit, I guess. And I'm going to go ahead, and you can see how I'm pushing it back and forth, making sure it's getting everywhere. Okay, and now this is the fun part. I'm going to take the gel. I don't know if it's fun, but I'm going to take the gel. Okay, my Crystal Eco Sour gel. And I'm going to put a gunk of it in my hands and rub it in like so. And then back and forth. Same thing. Back and forth. Okay? Back and forth. Alright. There you go. And what I like to do is shake it a little bit to loosen up some of the curls. And that's pretty much it, you guys. I just go ahead and pick it out. I like to leave it wet because as it dries throughout the day, it's going to get more and more hold to it. And that's what I need. I need to have the hold there because I don't want to be messing in it all day or looking in the mirror wondering if it's in the right place. And I found that when I use Eco Styler gel, it dries my hair faster. So this actually will only take less than an hour to dry. And I have done this same hairstyle using the Kinky Curly jelly. I just pulled the label off. But I have done this style using this. And when I use this, it takes forever to dry, if it dries at all, because I end up usually just washing it out because I can't believe how long it takes to dry. So I really like how the gel makes my hair dry faster. Now, there's some frizzy parts in here, and what I normally do is I'll take my comb, ragtail comb, or not a pick, a comb, definitely a comb, and I'll go through and I'll just formulate some of the curls, especially around my face, if there's any frizziness. So you can see how I'm doing that. Just formulating, especially up here, because that's where my hair is actually not as curly as the sides. You can see this whole section right here could stand to be a little bit more curly to blend in better, but you know, I'm just thankful. I'm just working with what I got. So I'm going to go ahead and continue like taking the comb. And what I also like to do is just take pieces and then twirl them. Although it doesn't, like I said, this part up here is super loose. It's not curled tightly at all. And then if you don't like all the dripping, it does stop after about 5 minutes. So let me see how it looks here. The back, I don't know. I also like to take the back too and just take sections and just curl it with my comb just to make sure that the curls are actually there. So I'm just going to continue playing with it. I also, to finish it off, like I showed you in my last video, I still like to pull out a little bit of hair. I actually had to trim some of this hair because it was getting as long as this, but I wanted to make sure I had hair to pull out because I kind of like that as a finishing touch for my hair.